nice to better play. Another dance coming back, John. Whenever got a job.
First for the visiting Patriots of AuSable Valley. In goal, Kendra Neiman. Number 2.
Nope.
Sorry, didn't get that.
Gia Manning. Number 3, Molly Mashcare. Number 4, Ashley Estes. Number 5, Taylor Saltis. Number 6, Drew Gravel. Number 7, Hillary Drake. Number 8, Priscilla Coates. Number 9, Vanessa Garrow. Number 10, Courtney Keenan. Number 11, Logan Snow. Number 12, Brianna Savage. Number 13, Alyssa Bond. Number 14, Megan Strong. Number 15, Madison Rondo. Number 16, Rachel Knapp. Number 17, Tiffany Evans. Number 20, Sydney Snow. And number 21, Bryce Douglas, who may be the keeper.
Sorry about that.
The Patriots are coached by Bruce Bourgeois. And now for the Cougars. In goal, Christina Paola. Number 1, Callie Sample. Number 2, Ashley Boyer. Number 3, Alexis Sorrell. Number 5, Taylor Rabideau. Number 6, Paige Dominic. Number 7, Andy Boyer. Number 8, Michaela McDonough. Number 9, Abby Sample. Number 10, Lauren Dewey. Number 11, Sierra Gagno. Number 12, Shauna Barkley. Number 13, Lexi Pirro. Number 14, Peyton Sample. Number 15, Jenna LaValle. Number 16, Sharon Ralph. Number 17, Darian Carey. Number 18, Madison Boscheman. Number 19, Maddie Tucker. Number 20, Emily Sample. Number 21, Katie Matop. Number 22, Tiana Leduc. Number 23, Chelsea Menard. Number 24, Rachel Sylvester. And number 4, Kayla Carter. The Cougars are coached by Tim Supernow. The officials for tonight's contest are Mr. Labarge and Mr. Bayshard. And now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is senior night here at Northeastern Clinton Central School. As such, we would like to take a moment to recognize those student athletes who are playing in their last regular season home game. As we call your name, please have your parents join us on field. First, we would recognize the seniors from AuSable Valley. Number 3, Molly Mashcare. Number 4, Ashley Estes. Number 5, Taylor Saltis. Number 11, Logan Snow. Number 13, Alyssa Bond. Number 16, Rachel Knapp. Number 17, Tiffany Evans. And the keeper, Bryce Douglas. And now, if the parents of the Northeastern Clinton seniors would assemble near the front of the concession stand, we would appreciate that. Number 7, Andy Boyer, daughter of Matt and Nikki Boyer. She's been playing soccer for 9 years. I'd like to thank my parents and brother Colby for traveling many miles to watch my games in the freezing weather and pouring rain. How appropriate. I love you guys. I would also like to thank Bobby for all his support and encouragement. Lastly, I would like to thank my team for making my last year very special. I hope your next years of soccer are successful and fun. I will miss you guys. Ashley Boyer. Her parents, Todd and Catherine Boyer. I would like to thank my mom and dad for always supporting me and coming to as many games as you could. It really means a lot to me. I'd also like to thank Brendan. You've always been there for me, especially after a long day or a bad game. I can always count on you to cheer me up. And Amanda, thank you for coming to watch my games whenever you could. It means a lot to me to have a best friend who cares. Also to my Nana and Papa. Thank you. Thank you for trying to go to as many games as possible, despite what the weather was outside. I really do appreciate it. And lastly, to my team, our record does not show how close almost every game was or how hard we fought in each one. The girls always manage to make practice fun whenever, whether it's giving random nicknames like Care Bear or just talking about food in the whole, during the whole practice. It was never a dull moment. I wish you girls luck next year, and thank you for making my senior year a memorable one. Paige Dominic, daughter of Joey and Sandy Dominic. I've been playing soccer since I was 7 years old. I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me and making it to all the games that they could and always pushing me to do my best. I'd like to thank my grandparents for making it to some of my games from year one of soccer to my senior year. I wish Pepe Richard was here to support me through these last few years, but I know he would be very proud of Taylor and me. I would also like to thank my cousin Taylor, who has been with me since day one. Since our first year of playing mites together to our last year of varsity together, without her, soccer would never have been the same. Lastly, I'd like to thank all my coaches who have taught me soccer and helped me become a successful soccer player, and all my teammates for making practices always a fun time. I can't believe this is my last year of high school soccer. I'm definitely going to miss it. After high school, I'm planning on going to school for nursing. I hope to become a successful nurse practitioner. To the future varsity team, I hope you kick butt next year. Jenna LaValle. Parents Lisa LaValle and Stephen LaValle. First, I would like to thank my mom and Brian and my dad and Heidi for everything they have done for me throughout the years. To Ann and Nicole, thanks for always being there when I needed a ride to and from practice. I would like to thank Tim Squared for coaching the team. I always encourage us to try our best and succeed. Also, I'd like to thank Coach Hanfield for coaching me in the past and for always making it fun. I'm looking forward to tennis season with you. But last but not least, I would like to thank Austin, Shar, and Justin for always being there to support me. Michaela McDonough, daughter of Kimberly and Robert McDonough. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for supporting my soccer career for all these years. I would also like to thank Liam for pushing me to my best athletic ability, further bettering my soccer performance throughout the years. Little Oslo, thank you for all your support. Now for my team. Having all of you lovely ladies on my team made my senior year a blast, and I wish you the best of luck for the seasons to come. Love you all. Christina Paola, parents Lori and Alan Garrett. I want to first start by thanking my parents for everything they've done for me. Bringing me to practice and cheering me on at games has meant the world to me. And even though we fight, I wouldn't trade you guys for the world. I'd next like to thank Coach Supernow. I can't believe from JV and varsity, I've been with you for 5 years now. It's been a great 5 years. Thank you for pushing me to become the player I am today. I'd also like to give a special thanks to Coach Matat. Thank you for coming to all of our practices, having new drills for me every day, and pushing me to become a better goalie, and even bringing candy for the team when I got my first shutout. Lastly, but definitely not least, to my team. You girls are more than just my team, you've become my family. I wouldn't have wanted to spend my senior year with any other team. For the underclassmen, live it up and play your hardest. because when they say time flies by, they aren't kidding. And to my fellow seniors, good luck in life. It won't be long before we start our own old ladies team. Lexi Pirro, parents Ray and Brianna Pirro. I'd like to thank my coaches, Ms. Hanfield, Mr. Supernau, and Mr. Matat, for taking their time and putting up with all of us. I'd also like to thank my parents for coming to all my games and bringing me to all my practices, especially for my mom for coaching me when I was a wee tot and teaching me the game of soccer. Lastly, I'd like to thank the team for making this year enjoyable and listening to me complain every time I hurt myself. Taylor Rabideau, parents Gerald and Nancy Rabideau. I want to start by thanking my parents for all the encouragement and support they've given me throughout my high school soccer career. Mom for coming to almost every game and Dad coming when you could. I'd like to thank my Aunt Sandy and Uncle Joey for also coming to my games and supporting me. For my Mama and Pepe to come to almost every game and cheer me on. Pepe, I miss you and I wish you could be here now. I'd like to thank my boyfriend Kevin for coming to my games and putting up with me after a bad one. I thank all my coaches I've had throughout the years. You've helped me be the player I am today. And last but not least, I'd like to thank my team. It's been a heck of a season and one that I won't forget. I'll definitely miss you guys next year. To my seniors, good luck in whatever you choose to do. And to the team I leave behind, remember to work hard but have fun, because it goes by too fast. Alexis Sorrell, parents Jim and Susan Sorrell. I'd first like to thank my dad for always showing up to my games, cheering me on and bringing me to all my practices throughout the years. To my mom for always being my biggest fan all these years. I wish you could be here tonight. I love you both. To my sister Erica, for practicing with me and going to my games, I love you. Lastly, thanks to all the coaches I've had.
We could only get. Oh, he's busy. No, you're getting his flowers yet.
You there, timer?
Ready.
Good enough. Alrighty, folks. Welcome, soccer fans, to Hometown Cable's presentation of girls varsity soccer. Coming to you from a rain-soaked Northeastern Clinton Central School this Wednesday evening, October 17th? 16th, 2013. The Cougars are entertaining the Patriots of AuSable Valley Central School this evening. This is senior night here at Northeastern Clinton Central School. There are 9 seniors who are playing their last regular season home game. The contest just underway. And this is number 15 is Jenna LaValle, has the ball, trying to push it out wide for number 7, Andy Boyer, who's getting the start tonight based on her senior status, I would assume. This one is kicked back to the back line. That's number 14 is Peyton Sample on the back line for Coach Supernau. Ball comes up to the front line. This is number 2, Ashley Boyer. She sends a through ball. It gets by LaValle. LaValle pushes it down in the corner. And number 3 is Alexis Sorrell, I believe. Gives chase, centers the ball. That's Matat going after it, but it's defended there by the Patriots, and the Cougars maintain possession. Push it wide. This is Ashley Boyer, number 2, on the right side. She sends one down the line for Paige Dominic. Dominic touches it forward for Andy Boyer, but she's about a yard and a half offside, so she'll draw the whistle, and that'll give a restart to the Patriots. We just a second or two to get some of the names down for the Patriots. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Patriots. This is Matat. She'll send one down for Boyer at the corner of the box. Number 11 is Logan Snow on the defensive end of things for Coach Bourgeois. And the Boyer combination gets it into the box, but it's cleared out by 16 is Rachel Knapp. And Ashley Boyer pushes it back in. Here's Paige Dominic with it. And she gets a nice defensive play there by Vanessa Garrow. And get a whistle on the play. Offsides again, I guess. So it rained pretty hard here before the game, as we had some festivities going on to honor the seniors, and rained kind of off and on through that whole thing, and it's let up just a little bit, but still a little bit of rain coming down. The field's going to be wet, ball's going to be slippery. It makes a whole new part of this ball game. So the Patriots push the ball down deep, but Sample comes up with it. It's number 15 on the attack is Madison Rondo. And here come the Cougars back the other way. Sorrell pushes it back in for LaValle. LaValle has it in the box, and she's going to get a shot off, but blasts it just a little bit too high, and it goes over the goal. The officials braving the elements tonight, earning their money, are Dennis Labarge and Larry Bayshard, a veteran crew working this game this evening. Bryce Douglas is the Patriots keeper, despite what you might have heard in the opening announcements. I guess I probably could have seen that because there was a big K right there.
Those are a big K.
Yeah. But the other ones actually said keeper, so Viola comes off her line and clears that one out before Saltis can catch up to it, and Patriots will have a throw in the attacking third. This comes back for Knapp, who has the ball go out of bounds. Sorry, what?
I'm just checking the time.
Checking the time. How far behind are we?
It's about 10 of.
Oh, that's not too bad, since
5
we've
minutes into the game.
been playing 5 minutes into the game.
So we
15
have
minutes.
15 minutes. Yeah,
And we'll make that up.
yeah right.
All right, this ball is sent long, and Snow has it. She pushes it wide, tries to clear it out, but LaValle has it. Nice centering pass there, but unfortunately no white shirts there. Number 13 is Alyssa Bond, and playing in the center mid position. Here's Sample takes the ball with a little bit of space, pushes it wide, and that one's popped back in towards the middle. Matat gets a head on it. And it comes back out for Sample. Sample for Dominic. Dominic will try to set up a play at midfield. And she chips one over the head of Taylor Rabbit, who gives chase, but it rolls out of bounds. So we are 5.5 minutes into the first half with not much for scoring opportunities as of yet. And here the Patriots trying to get organized. And number 12 is Brianna Savage. We haven't called her name yet, so we'll give her a nod. The Cougars with a throw in right at midfield. And that's Maddie Tucker gets taken to the carpet, and the Cougars will have a restart right at midfield. There's a nice ball by McDonough out to the 18, but it gets cleared away by the Patriots. Knapp turns around and sends one up towards the center. Saltis battles for it, but it gets pushed up. And it gets kicked up for Megan Strong on the front line, but she was offside, came back for the ball, but is whistled for being offside. And this one comes for Nat, but the Patriots end up with the ball. Here Strong sends a ball down the right side for Saltis, but that's going to roll just a little bit too far. And the rain's starting to come down just a little heavier.
was barely legal.
Yeah, that one could have easily been called. But wasn't. Here's Strong once again. Tries to push one into the center, but that was broken up by Matat. But the Patriots keep the pressure on. Here's Boyer pushing one to the outside, but that goes out of bounds. Number 9 is Vanessa Garrow defending. And she'll come out of the game for a substitute. Number 10 is Courtney Keenan. Will take the throw in. Strong heads this one towards the box. McDonough gives chase, and we'll shield it out of bounds, and we'll have a goal kick. So we've got 8 minutes gone here in the first half. Still no score. No real good scoring opportunities, with the exception of the LaValle run, where maybe forced the shot just a little bit too early and knocked it over the goal. Here's Doobie with it. She's trying to split the defense, but she gets the ball taken away, and Snow turns it the other way. Sample cuts this one off in the back line. Pushes it by Knapp and sends a ball forward, but a little off target there. And this time Courtney Keenan will put a charge into it. It's going to roll all the way into the box. Paola will come off her line and scoop that one up. And see if she can't get things going back the other way. Punts the ball out towards midfield. Savage is the first one to it. This is Saltis. She turns. Dumps the ball off, but it's cut off there by Dominic and pushed out towards the midfield, but the Patriots reorganize. That service ball goes over the head, and it's taken by Sample, who gets the ball stolen from her there by Rondo. Rondo tries a centering pass, but that one gets cut off by Tucker. And the ball ricochets out of bounds. It's like a lot of fun out there, Calvin.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take the camera outside on the deck out here and no, don't want to get the
to be out there with the camera.
don't want to get the camera wet. I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
I wouldn't mind at all, but the camera.
I get. All right, then that ball goes over the end line. Looks like it's going to result in a corner kick for the Patriots. So, with 10 minutes gone here in the first half, Patriots with their first set piece of the evening, and they'll set this ball into the box. Matat gets her foot on it first. Doobie has it slide by her, and the Patriots look to send the ball back into the box. Cougars are definitely getting beat to the ball. There's a tough shot right there. That's a little bit high, but Paola had it tracked pretty well. Number 12, Brianna Savage, with would appear to me as the first shot on goal for the Patriots, actually for either team. And Paola was able to track that one without too much problem. Well, here's Andy Boyer with some wide open space down the right side. Puts a nice cross in for Matat. Matat pushes it into the box. And then it rolls down to Douglas, and Matat's going to get whistled for the foul. And she was being screened off the ball. So nice pass by Andy Boyer to find Matat at the top of the circle. And Matat kind of one-timed it into the box, but ran into a little bit of pressure defense there and couldn't quite keep the ball on her foot. And the Patriots are certainly showing some skills here to keep the ball at least in their possession. This one comes up for Strong. Strong pushes it off in the center for Saltis. Saltis has it at the top of the box, pushes it for Rondo, but Rondo has it get by her. And I'm sorry, that's Knapp, not Rondo. That's Rachel Knapp. And this one will come out for Doobie. Doobie will push it down the left side. That one is for Rabideau, but a little bit too far, and the Patriots defend. So Coach Supernaw goes to the bench and puts in some of his normal starters. Shaylin Rao and Tiana LeDuc are now in the contest.
You meant usual, not normal, right?
Usual. Yeah, I can't comment on their normality. Here's Strong with a centering pass and gets knocked down by Tucker, sent back out towards midfield. And Boyer defends, sends one forward, but it gets ping-ponged back by Tiffany Evans, playing on the back line for the Patriots. There's a whiff. This one, Knapp sets up Saltis. Saltis still has the ball, but it's defended there by McDonough. And comes out for Rondo. Rondo will push one on net, but Christina Paola has that one played very well. So the Patriots putting up a fuss here. They keeping the ball down in the Cougars' end of the field. Cougars not able to really get anything, any offense organized. And the Patriots are basically controlling the possession. The Cougar defense is keeping them from having any real quality scoring opportunities. Here's McDonough with quite a bit of space coming down the right side. She's going to push one over the head of the defense. Rao gives chase, but Snow is going to be the first one to it. She pushes it wide, and it's going to go over the touch line, and then the Cougars will have a throw-in. 26 minutes remaining here in the first half. Dominic tosses it in, but Snow kicks it back out of bounds. The usual starter for the Cougars in the contest for the first time this evening. All right, here's Saltis trying to clear the ball out of the zone. She slips and falls, and Cougars get the throw in. Keenan clears it out, and Ashley Boyer is going to go down, but she pops back up again, and then the Cougars will have a set piece here from about 30 yards out. McDonough will look for somebody to put this on. Gets it into the box. Snow heads it out keenly. And number 17 is Tiffany Evans, and she's going to commit the foul. So once again, the Cougars with another set piece. This one more akin to a corner kick. And McDonough will also serve this one. Puts the ball into the box. A couple bodies go up. It's cleared out by the Patriots and headed out towards midfield. Sample will push it back in. Tries to get it wide for Tucker. Tucker is there. Sends it back for McDonough. That ball hops over her foot, but she's Johnny on the spot. She gets to it quickly. Pushes it by Strong, and it will result in a throw-in for the Patriots. Here's the tot with it. That one kicks out of bounds, and Patriots with another throw-in. So the Patriots get called for another foul, so a restart for the Cougars on the far side of midfield. We've had the pressure down at this end for the last minute or so, but still trying to get their first real quality shot on goal. Here's LaValle sends one back across, changes field. Number 11 is Sierra Gagno, who's believe that's Sierra Gagno called up from the JV squad. This is Sample. She's going to push one into the box, but it's defended there by Snow. And the Patriots try to clear it out. Peyton Sample puts it back into the center, skips by LaValle. Tucker's the first one to it. Gives it for Emily Sample, but that was an errant pass there. But Tiana Leduc covers up. And this one's sent up towards midfield. Strong is the first one to it. She sends it into the center. And that hops over the foot. And this time the Cougars are going to get called for the foul, and the Patriots will have a restart with 22 minutes to go here in the first half. That ball comes over the head of Strong. Strong had made a nice move to get herself in an open position behind the back line of the Cougars. They got to watch out for that play because that can be a dangerous move. A very heads-up play by Megan Strong to get behind the defense. Unfortunately, the ball went over her head, and she wasn't able to get anything on it. Well, here's another whistle against the Patriots, and Cougars will have another free kick. It's not a terribly cold evening, but a little damp out there.
They're lucky it's not 20 degrees colder.
It could be worse, you know. It could be 10 or 15 degrees colder. And there's a ball that gets sent all the way to the back line and skips through everybody and rolls all the way back to the end line, where Douglas picks it up and punts it back the other way to get things going for her Patriot squad. Tucker does a pretty good job of getting that ball loose between a couple of defenders. There's a nice ball for Gagno, but it gets cut off there by Snow and knocked out of bounds. Okay, Cougars with the throw in. Sample has it. Tries to switch fields, gets it over for Rao. Rao pushes it back in the center. Matat has it go off her leg, and number 9 is Vanessa Garrow. But the Cougars get it back. Trying to set something up here for a positive play. And Sample gets the ball taken away from her, and it's cleared out towards center, but Emily Sample pushes it back the other way. Matat working hard to come up with the ball. This is Tucker, tries to hit Rao, but goes over everybody, and Emily Sample comes up to play it. And the Patriots possess. This is Rondo and Peyton Sample getting tied up in the middle. And there's a nice ball. It's sent up to the middle, but Saltis is going to be a step offside. So Patriots with some good ball movement have created some opportunities that I think they're catching the Cougars a little off guard. And that time Taylor Saltis was just maybe a step offside, or that would have created a breakaway situation. Here's Strong again. She makes a nice move to get by Leduc, takes it down the right side. She's got 2 players in front, looks to cross, gets the ball kind of behind her strikers, and gets cleared out there by Tucker. And here's an opportunity. LaValle and Sierra Gagno, and that's going to draw a whistle. And the Patriots will have a free kick. 18 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Still no score on a wet and sloppy evening here. Beautiful downtown Champlain, New York, with the Patriots of AuSable Valley visiting this final home game for the Cougars.
This is it. Playoffs next.
This is the last game for both teams. Yep. The boys are all done as well. They played in AuSable last night. I don't know if they have any more. Don't know if they have any more games or not. And Matat tries to get this one through. Brianna Savage is defending, and Matat's going to get called for the foul. So the Patriots will restart with 17 and a half to go here in the first half. Here's Leduc, tries to get one up to the front line, but hits it to number 8 is Priscilla Coates, her first foray into the competition this evening. Sample battling over there against number 2 is Jenna Manning. And we got another whistle on the play. So Patriots with a restart right at midfield. They'll try to push the ball down the field and create some sort of offensive opportunity. Leduc steps into this one and sends it wide for Gagnon. Gagnon trying to push one forward, hits Matat in the back of the leg. This time she gets it to LaValle, who's got some space. LaValle with a beautiful pass there for Rao. Rao chasing it down the right side. She's looking to get the ball across because LaValle was wide open at the 6-yard line. But Logan Snow made a nice defensive play there and knocked it out of bounds. Will result in a corner kick for the Cougars. So nice ball there by LaValle to send Rao down on the right side. Rao with an opportunity to cross, but Snow, there's a nice ball on the corner kick, and a couple of Cougars ran by it, and it scoops out of bounds, and it will result in a goal kick, as apparently it didn't hit anybody. Just under 16 minutes to play here in a soggy first half of action. This one was knocked down by LaValle, but cleared out by Snow. Knocks it out towards midfield, and Leduc has it, but it's picked up there by Strong. Strong trying to set up Saltis, puts it in the center, but McDonough makes a nice play to come back and cut that off. So the combination of Taylor Saltis and Megan Strong have really clicked and created a couple of decent opportunities, and the Cougars are having to come up big on the defensive end of things. Here's a ball that's sent into the box. It skips by Paola and will go out of bounds and create a goal kick for the Cougars. So there's a good example of that wet field. I don't think that Paola figured it was gonna skip like it did, and it got by her. Unfortunately, Megan Strong wasn't really in a position to play that ball either. All right, the Patriots with a throw in. Here's Gagnon looking to get a little bit of space, but I guess the ball was out of bounds, so the Patriots will throw in once again. Here's Strong, looking to turn, gets by Leduc, takes it down in the corner, makes another move there, has some opportunity, but this time it's blocked by Tiana Leduc, and goes over the end line for a corner kick. That one comes for Saltis. Saltis backs it up, but it's defended nicely there by the Cougars. Number 8, Priscilla Coates tries to play it back into the box, but didn't get a very good cross on that one. Here's a good opportunity there, but Patriot player was offside. So once again, the Patriots keeping some decent pressure on here in the last minute or so with a corner kick and a couple other opportunities keeping the ball down in the attacking third, but not really able to get any quality shots on goal. I think the wet field is definitely come into play on a lot of these plays as the ball is skipping past players and players slipping and falling. So everybody's got to play in the same conditions. So it's just a matter of who can persevere. Here's Matat trying to set up Gagnon. Now does get it down the left side. Here's Gagnon with a couple of white shirts in the front, but she gets it just a little bit too far out in front of her, and Snow kicks it out of bounds. I think you're right about the heavy stuff not going to come down for a while. So. Here's Gagnon again, with looking for an opportunity, gets it out towards the box. LaValle a little tardy getting to it, and Brianna Savage plays it out. It's going to go out of bounds, and that will be a Patriot throw-in.
If this were South Dakota, that'd be white stuff falling.
Yeah, they did get a pretty good hammer in earlier on, didn't they? All right, here's LaValle. Trying to get it to Matat, but Snow covers up nicely there and pushes the ball up. Here's Saltis. Has Strong on her right. Pushes a nice ball there, but McDonough, I think, is going to be the first one to it. She's going to push it out to the side. And she and Strong battle for it. Ball goes out of bounds. Patriot throw in. Here's Rondo. Rondo's going to chuck one towards the net, but it's not on frame, and it's going to go out of bounds. So the Cougars with another goal kick with 11 minutes to play in the first half. This ball hops over the net. So there's the mistake that been looking for as the ball gets played in, and Paola misjudged it a little bit. Maybe took a little extra skip on the wet surface and hopped over her head, and she wasn't able to corral that one. So at the got it. That's fine. We'll take care of it. So the goal gets credited to number 10, Courtney Keenan, on a ball that got sent in from a long ways out and caught Paola by surprise, and has put the Patriots on top with 10 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. It's the kind of field conditions that we're playing in, the way both teams are not necessarily attacking each other's goals in any real threatening manner, but a play like that is going to certainly make the difference in this contest. All right, here's a ball that's sent into the box, but Douglas comes out, picks that up off one hop without making any mistake. All right, Patriots push the ball down. Yeah. Oh, I guess it was off. That's fine. Thanks. Yeah, that's why it wasn't working, because it was off. Patriots goal scored by okay. Now you have to shut it off and back on again, please.
Patriots goal scored by number 10, Courtney Keenan. The goal was unassisted.
Thank you.
All right. Ball's batted around there at midfield. 8 minutes and 46 seconds to go here in the first half. Patriots with the 1-0 lead. Here's McDonough on the defensive end of things. She and Megan Strong have been doing battle over on the right side of the field. And the Patriots come up with the throw in. And this one's headed towards the goal. Knocked back out by Sample. Knocked down by Sample once again, and she tries to clear it out. It's out for the Cougars. That's Chelsea Menard is in the contest for Coach Super now. And this one comes into the center. This is Tucker. Or I'm sorry, that's Madison Boscheman, number 18. And the Patriots keeping the pressure on. Not satisfied with that one goal. They're looking to see if they can't add to it before the end of the half. Patriots get whistled for the push, and the Cougars will restart. All right, this is Paige Dominic with it. Tries to set Gagnon up down the left side, but Logan Snow's had a pretty solid game at the sweeper position for Coach Bourgeois. And again, ball comes back out towards the center, but Boscheman gets this one. Here's Gagnon on the left side. She gets by one defender, pushes it out a little bit too far in front of her, and Snow comes out and makes a defensive play. Here's Rondo in the middle of the field with some space. She's going to chuck one down the right side for Strong. Strong has Saltis all the way on the center of the field, but she can't catch up to that pass, and the Cougars will have the throw in. And that one is also going to go out of bounds, so another throw in for. This time the Patriots push it back the other way with under 6.5 to go here in the first half. And that one's going to go over the Cougars. Sample tries to get one up the sideline, but it will skip out of bounds. This is Tucker working on the defensive side of things. That one goes a little bit long. I'm sorry. This is Tucker. Tucker over for Rabideau. Rabideau's going to watch it roll out of bounds. And we'll have a Patriot throw in. Tucker gets one out towards midfield, and we've got a whistle on the play here as the Patriots get called for the infraction. So the Cougars will have a restart right at midfield. Just a little over 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Boscheman gets the ball up to the front line. Tucker and Keenan kind of brush elbows, and the Patriots will have a free kick. And that call is going to go against the Patriots, so we've had a fair amount of whistles here in this contest. Oh yeah, just put the paper clip on them and then you can hang on to them, and the girls parents might want them back. I don't want to. All right, that one hops over the foot of Menard, comes back for McDonough. McDonough, nice defensive play there, and gets the ball to Matot. Matot trying to send a through ball to LaValle, and Douglas is going to come out and scoop it up before anything else can happen. Sends it out towards midfield, hops over the head of a couple players. Peyton Sample is the first one to it. She's going to turn around and kind of get her feet a little bit mixed up. Strong's going to get the ball away from her and send it over for Rondo in the center of the field. Nice play there by Boscheman, but gets by her and gets sent all the way to the end line where Paola will pick it up and Try to get her back the other direction. This one comes out towards midfield. Keenan has it, sends it down the other side. Moshman is the first to it. She hooks one down the line. Revenue is kind of leaning the wrong way, and Snow is going to turn it around the other way. And Matat sends a nice ball down the right side, but it goes out of bounds. We got under 3 minutes to play here in the first half, with substitutions for both teams. All right, we're going to have a Cougar throw in. That one skips by everybody. Dominic is there, but Snow makes a nice recovery and clears the ball out. And that one gets sent towards the back line, but it rolls over the end line, and that will be a goal kick for the Patriots.
Minutes.
All right. Goal kick comes out, scrimmed around a little bit, and then knocked out of bounds. So the Cougars will have a throw in on the attacking end of the field, or attacking end of midfield anyway. So Gagne leaves that one off for Dominic, and again it goes out of bounds. So the Cougars showing a little sustained pressure here with a minute and a half to go, seeing if they can't possibly get that goal to even the score up. Here's a nice play by Gagno. She gets the ball into the center. That skips by Douglas and goes right across the mouth of the goal and rolls out of bounds. But it was last touched by the Patriots, so I believe the referee is not awarding a corner kick. Okay, I thought he was pointing towards the corner, but he's going to give him a goal kick. And we've got a minute to play here in the first half. So there's a golden opportunity by the Cougars as the ball got by Bryce Douglas and rolled all the way across the mouth of the goal, but unfortunately no Cougars there to tap it in. So the Patriots dodge a bullet here in the late goings of the first half. And here come the Cougars trying to get things organized with 30 seconds to go. Here's Matat with it. She's looking, sends a left-footed cross, but it goes over the head of LaValle, and the Patriots will clear it out. This one gets by McDonough, but she's the first one to it, and we'll turn and send it up. Rondo's going to push one down in the corner, and we're going to be offsides once again.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So the horn will sound to end this soggy first 40 minutes of play here at Northeastern Clinton Central School on Wednesday evening, October 16th, 2013. And the players will head for the warmth and dryness of their dugouts, and we'll see you after halftime.
10, 7, go.
All right, folks, we are back at it for the second half of action. And
Rain seems to be coming in the window more than when.
oh yeah,
First half.
maybe the wind shifted just a little bit.
Yeah.
We're not nearly as wet as those officials that came up to visit us at halftime.
No, they didn't. Larry and Denny didn't want to leave here.
No, they were comfortable out here. Not necessarily warm, but it's dry. But anyway, we are back at it for the second half of action in this Northern Soccer League Division I matchup between the visiting Patriots of AuSable Valley and the Cougars of Northeastern Clinton. The Patriots bringing a 1-0 lead into the second half. And the Cougars pound one down to the back line, but Snow is there, and she's going to knock it back the other way. It's going to go out of bounds. So that will be a throw-in for the Cougars. And that one also goes out of bounds. So come back the other way for the Cougars. Matat will try to head this one over the defense, but once again, Snow is there and clears the ball over the sideline. Cougars will throw in. That one skips by everybody, back to Snow. And it comes in the front, in the middle, a little confusion there, but Tucker turns one around and sends it down the sideline, but that's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot throw in. That one gets by a couple of Cougar players. Saltis has it here on the right side, but she has it roll off her foot, and Cougars will throw in. Rabideau can't trap that throw in, and Strong will battle for it, but lose the battle, and the ball will go over to the Cougars. The throw in comes to the front line, and that ball skips all the way over to Strong, who loses it out of bounds, and the Cougars will throw again. Here's Rondo trying to get one into the center, but Leduc is there to cut that off. Ball's in the middle, and Garrow tries to send it forward. Number 7 is Hillary Drake. Didn't call her name too much here in the first half. Here's Sample, and she gets pushed off the ball there by Strong, so the Cougars will have a free kick with 3 minutes gone here in the second half. And Matat tries to get one past Snow. Rabideau comes up with the mistake, but loses it off her foot, and the ball will go out of bounds. Matat heads it forward for Rabideau. Rabideau has it, and it's taken away there by the Patriots. Strong and McDonough battle for it. And this time Rondo comes in to help. Strong will hook one into the center. Here's Saltis with it. Has one on the right side of the box. Sample with a good defensive play there. And Boyer comes out to clean up the mess. The ball goes out of bounds, but it'll be a Patriot throw in. So the Patriots with some good pressure here to see if they can't create an opportunity. There's a nice play by Ashley Boyer, and sends the ball back up the other way, but it'll stay with the Patriots. Sample heads this one back out. Here's Rondo with some space. Nobody marking her, and it's knocked back in. Peyton Sample once again clears it out. This time Emily Sample puts a head on it, and Sample knocks it back out of the box. This is Coates, and she's going to get she's going to draw the whistle. And now the Patriots will have a set piece here from about 25 yards. Ashley Bond will send the ball in, but hits it to the near side, and that's going to roll out of bounds, so we'll get a goal kick for the Cougars. McDonough puts the ball in play. This is Coates, and she'll watch it go out of bounds. Sample, nice play there to get it away from Rondo. Here's Rabideau. Rabideau's going to try to hook one into the center. Tucker runs on it nicely, pushes it past, gets it to the corner of the box, takes a shot that Douglas gets a hand on and knocked down. So Maddie Tucker with a left-footed shot that was kind of a knuckleball that Douglas had a little bit of problem with, but that's really the first decent shot on goal the Cougars have had since early in the first half. So that's a positive sign. Here's a ball that's crossed into the box, skips off the foot of a defender, but Coates gets a foot on it. And Rondo will push it out. Here's Coates in the middle, and she gets a ball up for Strong. Strong has it, tries to get it into the center for number 9 is Garrow. Garrow, she's going to send one long that McDonough cuts off. Strong knocks the clearing pass down. She has it. She's got some help on the left side, but she's got to get by McDonough first, and that can be a challenge. And McDonough has the ball and clears it up to Rabideau. Rabideau pushes a nice ball from Matat, but Matat gets bumped off the ball there by Savage. And still has it, but Savage will go down, and the whistle's going to blow. This one comes up for Saltis. She makes a nice move there, but McDonough turns and sends it back out. So the Patriots try to develop some offensive pressure of their own. Ball's kind of kicked around here in the middle third. Finally comes out for LaValle. LaValle's going to push one for, sorry who that is, but going to end up in a breakaway. This is Rao. She's coming in tight. She's going to put it in the corner of the net. So Shaylin Rao with the nice play off the rebound. Came off of the defender, tried to play it out. Kicked it right into the knee of Rao, and Rao found herself behind the defense, so they 1-on-1. Douglas hesitated on it, never came off her line, and not sure that was the best play that she could have made on that breakaway, as she stayed on her line, and that gives the shooter certainly the big advantage to bring that ball in as tight as possible, and then she finished with no mistake finding the far corner. So 6 minutes and 45 seconds into the second half, the Cougars tie the score up on a unassisted goal by Shaylin Rao. So I get a chance to redeem myself for butchering her name in the lineups. So as we get things going back the other way, there's a spark for the Cougars, but Garrow takes his ball away and sends it back down the other way. Here's Rondo, pushes one off for Strong. Strong's going to hook one into the center, and Saltis is going to be offside. So the Cougars will get a restart going back the other way. Okay, I need a little help on my amplifier over there, please, Andrea, if you wouldn't mind. Oh, falling apart here, Dylan. Everything's falling all over the place. Technical difficulties. Rain's letting up, though.
Yep.
Corner goal scored by number 16, Shaylin Rao. The goal was unassisted.
All right, so here the Cougars once again taking the ball down the right side. Here's the goal scorer, Rao, trying to push one into the center. Gets it for Matat. Matat can't turn. Tucker pushes one out for number 11 is Gagno, but Gagno gets it defended there nicely by Coates, I believe it was. Either sorry, I can't catch the number, but yeah, looks like Coates. Coates will get it out for Rondo. The ball goes out of bounds. Another Patriot throw in after the substitution. Here's Strong with it. Another Patriot throw in. She's got a big cast on her arm. I didn't notice that when she was on the other side of the field, but didn't seem to affect her throwing too much. She has that healed before basketball season. Megan Strong, for those of you who may not know her, she's a two-time first-team All-Star in CVAC basketball. And there's a nice play for Gagno down the left side. Beautiful cross there. Skips past the defender and Tiffany Evans, and Douglas covers up. So she had that one positioned pretty well. It skipped past the foot of the defender, but Douglas was able to scoop it up before anybody could get to it. Here's Paige Dominic on the right side. Working against number 20 is Sydney Snow. We didn't call her name too much in the first half, but with only 3 or 4 subs over there on the Patriot bench, I find it hard to believe she didn't play in the first half. But Anyway, the whistle will go against the Patriots, so Cougars with a restart here just over midfield with 10 minutes and 15 seconds gone here in the second half with a tie ball game. This one is sent to the corner of the box, skips through and gets deflected there by Tucker and goes out of bounds, but last touch by the Patriots, so the Cougars will have a corner kick. And there's a nice ball. It's serviced into the box. Chested towards the goal by Sample, but defended out by Logan Snow. And then the rebound came over to the goal line as well, and Snow cleared that one out. So give credit to Logan Snow on that. She saved a goal twice in that same play. That first opportunity by Peyton Sample was destined for the goal, but it came right to the foot of either Snow or Rondo. I'm not sure which one it was, but that one got knocked away, and the rebound came to Matat, who put a good hard shot on low shot on goal. Douglas was definitely out of position, and Logan Snow played that one off the goal line. So Cougars with a couple bang scoring opportunities off the corner kick, but the Patriot defense coming up pretty strong. So we'll have a goal kick after all that. The Cougars with some sustained pressure here with the last 4 or 5 minutes since scoring the goal. They've kept the ball down in the attacking third. And that ball is hooked towards the sideline, but it will go out of bounds. With 28 minutes remaining here in the second half. This would be great if we went to overtime. As we had a little bit of a late start.
Yeah.
And rain all day.
Overtime, yeah.
Yeah. Good day to play, at least.
Or maybe
90 minutes.
a lightning delay. Would be
And then, sure, we get a lightning delay for about 10 minutes from now. That would be absolutely perfect. Make it a full night.
Yeah. The Booster Club booth is fully stocked below, so we're all set.
Right. All right, here's a ball that gets bounced around, but it's pushed down the right side. Let's see who we got over there. That may be Abby Sample, number 9, over on the right side. Difficult to see, but I think that's who we're looking for. Another JV call-up. Here's Tiana Leduc, has the ball, pushes it towards the front line, but Snow pops that one back the other way. And this one gets pounded down towards the end line by McDonough, and that one will go out of bounds and result in a goal kick. 26 and a half minutes to go in the second half. Here's Matat. He's going to push one right wide for Sample. And it's going to roll out of bounds. And we're going to have a corner kick. So the last corner kick the Cougars had came up with pretty good quality scoring opportunities. This time we'll see what happens. And this ball comes to the top of the box, and it's headed first by Matat and then out towards Tucker, I believe it was. So Matat's header didn't go towards the net, came back out to about 10 yards out, and Maddie Tucker had it was either Tucker or Sample. I think it was Maddie Tucker had an opportunity, but knocked it over the top of the goal. So, I'm sorry. Maybe it wasn't either one of those. It was Sierra Gagno, as I'm being told by my spotter. And that one will roll over the end line for a goal kick. So the last two corner kicks for the Cougars have created some grade A scoring opportunities, and looks like the rain has subsided quite nicely, so, at least for the moment, with just under 25 minutes to play here in the second half. And that one gets kicked back in by Matat, so Douglas will scoop it up and get a big kick out towards midfield. Here's Tucker. Send it back. Evans is giving chase. Here's Sample. Puts the ball across the mouth of the goal. Gagnon sends it back in the front, but it's cleared out there by Evans, I believe. And the Cougars with another grade A scoring opportunity is the youngster, Abby Sample. Makes a nice move to put that ball across the mouth of the goal. And Gagnon, the other JV call-up with a chance to knock it in, and couldn't quite catch up to it. So Cougars with all of the scoring opportunities here in the second half, as the Patriots have really come up with very little, if any, offensive organization so far. And here's a ball that's set in. Here's Matat with it. Matat working against the Patriot defense, and Gagnon can't make anything happen here. Here's Boschman. Matat turns around and chips one into the box. That's going to roll all the way back to Douglas, and she will scoop it up and punt it back the other way to try to get a quick restart. Sample can't come up with that one, and it's popped into the center by Sydney Snow. And Leduc steps up and takes charge. She tries to pop one into the center. Tucker has it now, gives it for Matat. Matat back for Tucker, but the pass is behind her and is broken up there by the Patriots. And there's a blast by Boschman from just inside midfield that kind of skipped a little bit and caught Douglas a little bit by surprise, but she was able to corral it and keep it from causing any real danger. Under 23 minutes to play in the second half. Tucker and Sample working the ball. Push down the right side. This is Menard. She gets it by her defender, and the ball goes out of bounds. And we're going to have a goal kick. Okay, this one gets cut off at the top of the 18 by LaValle, but gets popped back just a little bit too far, and Douglas comes out and kicks it out towards midfield. And the ball is ping-ponged around at midfield. Leduc comes away with it, but tries to center the pass, but that one gets defended back the other way. This one gets pushed down the right side for Sample. She's going to be the first one to it. Pushes it by her defender, Keenan. And the two of them go down in a heap, and the ball rolls over the end line, but it's last touched by the Patriots. So once again, the Cougars with a corner kick. The last two have resulted in some decent scoring opportunities. We'll see what happens with this one. And that ball is pushed towards. It comes off the post. Douglas decides not to grab it. Hits the goalpost and stays in play. But Douglas is the first one to pounce on it. So here's Strong. Heads one over the defense, but Sample's the first to it. She turns, gets it from Menard. Menard has it. Sends it down the right side for Sample. Sample gets by the defense. Takes it into the corner. Puts a cross in, and it's knocked down there by Knapp, I believe, and it comes out towards the middle of the field. Here's Saltis with it, but she's got very little support, and the Cougars take the ball away. Here's Gagnon. Gagnon pushes it back for for Boschman, and that one comes into the center and is knocked back out towards midfield. McDonough with some space. And she gets it from Menard. Menard pushes it down the sideline for Sample, but it goes out of bounds. And we are midway through the second half of action here from Northeastern Clinton Central School. And the Patriots will throw in. There's a ball that's sent long. It's going to roll to the corner of the box. Pail is going to come out and just kick the ball out of bounds to reduce any threat. So the Patriots looking to sort of get something going here on the offense. Just kick one long and see if they can't chase it. Here's a ball that's going to be trouble, and a couple of Patriots are going to be called for offside, but Paola had that one played pretty well, but that's always a good idea. Anything up high is always going to be an adventure in this game, especially with the conditions the way they are. Here's Sample, pushes one for Boyer. Boyer has the ball, chips one up for Tucker. Tucker going to collide with Snow. This is how the Cougars scored their first goal on that rebound, but this time Douglas comes up off her line and scoops it up before LaValle can converge on it. So punt goes over the head of a couple of the players, and he's corralled there, but Leduc comes by and cuts it off, sends it wide, and a little bit too wide, and will go out of bounds. Okay, ball is at the middle of the field. Sample turns around and sends one down the line for Abby Sample, and the ball is kept in bounds. Here's Rabideau. Rabideau pushing one wide for Dominic. Dominic hesitates at the last minute, and number 8 is Priscilla Coates for the Patriots, comes over and plays the ball out of bounds. So here's Saltis with it. She's been moved to the center mid here to see if she can't get something working. And there's a Maddie Tucker comes in from behind and makes a play, and Saltis gets called for the push. So Cougars will have a restart right at midfield. McDonough gives it for Tucker. Tucker kind of loses track of where the ball is, and Patriots play it out. Here's Rondo. She gets beat to the ball by Dominic, and they go at it, and the Patriots will have the ball. Dominic gets one into the center, but it goes a little bit too far for Tucker, and again the ball is kind of ping-pong back and forth. Snow clears it out as the rain starts to pick up once again, Calvin. Didn't I tell you?
You told me, yeah.
Okay, ball sort of in the middle of the field once again. Teams with some throw-ins. Here's Dominic, overruns the ball. She and Rondo battle for it. And this one comes into the center. We get a stoppage of play. Can you stop the clock, please? Can you stop the clock, please? Thank you. And we're going to have a yellow card issued here to at least one player. Did they both get it? Okay, both players are receiving yellow cards for little extracurricular activity. So Madison Rondo for the Patriots and Paige Dominic for the Cougars are being benched temporarily with their yellow cards.
I think that's a smart move. I'd get a yellow card too so I get
Just saying, you going to sit on the bench for a little while?
Yeah.
Why not?
out of that range.
Okay, so the Cougars with a free kick. Sorry, you can make that clock run just as fast as you want. And the ball is kicked into the box. Matat's the first one to get a foot on it, but it comes back the wrong way. Matat turns around and sends it into the box. That's going to bounce high. And Rabidou gets a head on it. It's still alive. Matat's going to loft one towards the goal, but Douglas has a good beat on it. Oh, actually, no. So Peru will be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, no, well, I could be wrong on the standing. Well, we can discuss this afterwards.
You're using your fancy telephone thing there, and
Well, this was in the paper the other day, but I mean, it's a couple days old. But
girls or boys?
this is boys. So, NCCS currently in, or as of this standing, was in 4th place in Division I, Class B, which would give them a home game. So Rabidou turns and puts a foot on that one and sends it over the end line. And I think the only thing that's happened since then is that Plattsburgh has an opportunity to move up to second or even a tie for first. They are playing Beekmantown tomorrow, I believe, or tonight. Or a game that I believe was a makeup game, according to our pundit who was here the other night during the boys' game. I think he did say that they had a makeup game against Beekmantown.
And then, of course, what we are trying to do is see if this is our last visit here this year.
Correct. And I would say at this point, all indications lead to the belief that the boys would host a first round sectional game.
Quarterfinal.
Yes, a quarterfinal match. And on the girls' side, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Northeastern's still in, looking to be in 4th place in Division I as well. But again, Sable Valley only one game behind them. I'm not sure. Not sure if they're playing. There's an opportunity for Strong, but McDonough makes a nice play there as she turns and kicks the ball out of the zone as Viola had come off her line, but Strong looked like she was going to beat her to that ball, but Michaela McDonough comes up with a good save here. So the Patriots putting on some decent pressure here with just under 12 minutes to play in the first half.
Second half.
The first half of the second half. Or the second half of the second half.
Second half.
All right, so just as quickly as I say that, the Cougars move the ball down the other end of the field. So if these standings are correct, and I'm not sure that the girls have played, I don't think they played a game earlier in the week. To my knowledge, I believe this is their only game that they've played this week. And if that is indeed the case, then this is a fairly pivotal game. To determine 4th or 5th place in the Division I standings, which would determine whether or not they hosted first round sectional game.
looks like their opponent will be these two guys who are playing each other. It's a matter of who's got the home game. One will be fourth, one will be fifth.
4 or 5. Correct. So the only difference would be who gets to host the game. I'm not sure. I mean, if they end up with identical records, I guess the first tiebreaker would be head to head, and since they only play each other once, I believe.
No,
They did play twice. So
home and home.
okay. And we certainly haven't any idea what happened when they played down in Clintonville.
I'm sure those girls right next to us know.
Oh, of course they do. Of course they do. But anyway, I'm sure we'll be able to have all that information when the seedings are done by the section officials.
No, we're 9.5 minutes away from overtime again.
Awesome. Excuse me?
No overtime.
Oh no?
Too late.
Calvin loves overtime though.
It's too late.
It's only 8 o'clock.
Past my bedtime.
Oh, it's a school night too. You shouldn't be out this late. All right, here's Boschman. And she gets that knocked out of bounds by Coates. Matat pushes one wide for Gagnon. Gagnon has it, gives it back for Dominic. Dominic loses the handle on it. And the Patriots get the ball. Skips out towards midfield. This is McDonough, gives it for Boschman. Boschman pounds one into the center. Goes over the head of Tucker. And here's a nice play by Sample, but gets by her. And this is Saltus. Pushes a nice through ball to Strong. Strong and McDonough collide. Strong puts a shot on goal. And Paola makes a nice diving stop there as that ball looked like it was destined for the far post. So Megan Strong beat McDonough to the ball and was able to strike it from about just inside the box from about 16 or 17 yards out. Nice low shot to the far post, but Paola was able to get enough of an angle on it to knock it down. Here's a corner kick by the Patriots that's never going to make it inbound, so the Cougars will get this ball headed back the other way with just under 8 minutes to play here in the second half of action. And this one skips out towards the center of the field. Savage puts the ball back in, and Leduc will turn around and try to get one up the right sideline. This is Rao with it. Rao, she's got some open space on the right side. Matat's got to keep herself on sides here. As Savage makes a nice play there to get it away from Rao. The ball squirts towards the end line and will go out of bounds. And it's going to be a Patriot throw-in. That one is kicked towards the middle of the field. And looks like we're going to get the Patriots going to get called for the ball being out of bounds. There's Gagnon, gives it back for Sample, has it skip off her foot. And it comes in, but knocked back out again. Patriots get the ball stolen from them. Matat pushes it wide for Tucker. Gets past her. This is Coates. Coates will send one up. Gets behind Boschman, but McDonough is there. She makes a nice move there to get it past. This is Manning trying to counterattack by the Patriots. And that comes up for Tucker. Tucker sends one wide. This is Rao, who's switched side now on the right side. Or, I'm sorry, on the left side. That ball goes to the end line. Manning back there on the. I'm sorry, not Manning. That's number 10 is. That's Sydney Snow. I'm sorry, number 20. That's pushed out towards Boscheman. Boscheman has it, screens Manning off the play, and Emily Sample sends it to the front line. Here's Snow again. Snow, nice ball for Manning, but McDonough is there first. And she and Manning tussle for it, and McDonough wins that battle. Boscheman pushes it out. Matat flicks it forward, and here's Gagnon. Gagnon sends it for LaValle on the right side, and she finally does catch up with it, pushes it, and we'll send one into the center. Here's Gagnon with an opportunity, but Logan Snow pushes her off the ball. Here's one that skips loose, and the Patriots unable to clear, now finally do. Sample runs by it. Here's Saltis. She's going to send Manning in all by herself, but she was just a step offsides, and Cougars doing some aggressive defensive play here. Pulled Jenna Manning off sides. She wasn't really paying attention to where the defense was, but the smart move by the Cougar defense to pull that player off sides. 4.5 minutes to go here until the end of regulation. And Matat's going to get a foul. She's going to draw the whistle. So Cougars with an opportunity here from just inside midfield. Boscheman will push the ball towards the end line and actually skips by everybody and goes out of bounds. So we will have a goal kick to get started back the other way. And they get this ball in play before the substitute is off the field. So we're going to kick it back and start it all over again. Here's Gagnon, cuts this one off at just at the 18, and she'll rocket one back in there. It goes to the near post, but Douglas tracks that one as it goes wide of the frame. So Douglas kicks this one out, and that one skips by Tucker. Sample pushes it down in the corner. LaValle is there. She and Snow converge on it, and Logan Snow will watch it go out of bounds, but the Cougars with the quick throw get it in the box. The Patriots have packed their defense in there pretty good. They've got 8 players down in the box now, trying to keep the Cougars from putting anything on the board here with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in regulation. So here's Rao going to take this corner kick, and she sends that one behind the back of the goal, so that opportunity goes for naught. Andrea, could you give me a hand on that amp again, please? Thank you. So I assume we had something close happen there as the crowd went, ooh, but I didn't see what it was. Sorry about that.
You're a clock watcher.
I was I was watching the clock. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the game, but it sounded like we had some sort of an opportunity down there. But we're under 2 minutes to play here in the second half, so here come the Patriots. This is Saltis. She's going to blast one down the left side, and Strong is going to run onto this ball. She's going to wait for, hopefully wait for some support, but again, like I said, the Patriots playing with 8 players in the box and have much midfield support for their front line. But Strong is staying steady with the ball. This Peyton Sample comes away from it, and ball comes out towards midfield. Savage plays it back for Snow. Snow pushes it forward, but this is Rao with an opportunity, but Logan Snow comes out and plays it out of bounds, so the Cougars looking to put on some pressure here with under a minute to play. This is Rao, pushes it back for Matat. Matat has it skip off her foot. She tries to lob one over for LaValle. And this one gets pushed into the middle, but number 10, Courtney Keenan, clears it out. Ball rolls all the way back to Bryce Douglas, and we got 30 seconds left in regulation time. So Douglas will put this one out towards midfield, and Sample can't hang on to that one, so the ball will go over to the Patriots on a throw-in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the horn will sound as Maddie Tucker takes one to the goal at the end of regulation time. So after 80 minutes of play here in a rather soggy evening here at Northeastern Clinton Central School, the Patriots and the Cougars have played to a regulation 1-1 draw, so we will go into the overtime format here where the girls, as they play 2 10-minute overtime periods, regardless of who scores. It's not a golden goal situation, so we will go 10 minutes, switch ends, and play another 10 minutes, and if after that the game is still tied, it'll go in the books as a draw. It is, but apparently I know. So anyway, here we are. That was my bonehead move for the day.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we're back at it for our first overtime session here at Northeastern Clinton Central School.
Stopped raining.
And of course it stopped raining. It always stops raining during overtime. All right. Cougars with the ball. Trying to set something up. Here's Gagnon. Gagnon looking to have LaValle in the center. Takes it down the right side. Here's Gagnon with a good move. Chips it over the head of Douglas, but goes over the crossbar and off the backside of the net. So Sierra Gagnon in her very first varsity game, showing some good foot skill to push that ball down the right side and get it past the defense, and tried to get the crossover, but may have been more of a shot than anything else. Kind of hooked it just a little bit, or maybe pushed it just a little bit too far and didn't quite get the angle on it. Anyway, here's Peyton Sample, and Cougars with some pressure early on here in this first overtime session. And that ball gets skipped into the center. Here's an opportunity by the Cougars. And Gagnon just barely did get the shot off, but it was blocked by the Patriot defense. Here's Tucker. Tucker's going to chuck one into the middle. That's going to skip right to Rao, who gets dragged down in the box, but going to be no whistle there. Coates with a good defensive play, and the two of them go down in the heat, but the referee right there didn't see anything worthy of a call. So the Cougars with a throw in here deep in the attacking zone of the Patriots. That ball skips by everybody. Here's Gagnon and Matat converging on it, but the Patriots come away with it. That comes back for McDonough. Kind of skips a little crazily on her, but she corrals it and chips it back up towards the front line. And there's a rocket that hits Douglas right in the bread basket. She juggled it temporarily, but was able to come up with the ball. That was Rao with the shot. So this one's pushed down the right side for Strong. Strong gives chase. She and McDonough converge on it. Strong comes away with the ball, makes a nice turn there, and will send the ball into the box. Leduc cuts it off and turns around and sends it back out, but Strong is the first one to it. And this time Rondo sends it into the box, but there's a collision there, and the ball gets scooted all the way back, but Paola had a pretty good beat on it and scoops it up before anything else can come of that. Okay, here's Tucker. Tucker trying to get one in the center for Gagnon. That one comes all the way back for Coates. Coates gets it up. Nice pass there to get it up for Strong. Nice defensive play there. Saltis has it, pushes it wide. And the Patriots send it into the middle. Tucker with a good block there. And number 6 for the Patriots is Drew Gravel. We haven't called her name. And here's Rao now with a 3-on-2 situation. That ball skips past it. Here comes LaValle. LaValle and Douglas. And Douglas overruns the ball and misplays it on a slippery field. And LaValle picks up the loose ball on the right side and pushes it into the open net. So with just under 4 minutes gone in the first overtime session, the Cougars take a 1-goal lead on the goal by Jenna LaValle, who played the Bryce Douglas miss to knock it in. So LaValle is going to be credited with the goal. Tiana LeDuc is going to pick up the assist on the ball that was sent into the box originally that Douglas had a little bit of a hard time with, and it got behind her. And unfortunately for Bryce Douglas, she's actually played a pretty good game considering the conditions out there. But that one just happened to slip by her, and I'm sure that the senior is not really happy with herself at this point. But anyway, the Cougars find themselves on top by a 2-1 score here with, like I said, just under 6 minutes to go in this first overtime session. And the Patriots get called for the foul.
Cougar scored by number 15, Jenna LaValle. Assisted by number 22, Tiana LeDuc.
And that one gets knocked out of bounds. Oh, poor girl. Got 2 balls thrown at her. All right, here's Saltis, and that one gets knocked away by Tucker. All right, here's Gravel. Gravel trying to push it past the defense. McDonough outplays her and sends the ball up. Played forward by Matat. LaValle is there. She sends one for Gagno, but it's cut off by Snow, who's had a very stellar, solid game in the back line for the Patriots. And we got another substitution.
I hope the people in the concession stand don't really want to watch the game because their view is not very good.
Oh, well, okay.
That's why they put that sign there, don't stand in front of the concession stand.
All right. I don't know that the concession stand is still open, but, if it is, then they either can't read or are inconsiderate. But either way. And we got a push on that play, so Patriots with a restart here, just on the attacking side of midfield. Keenan will get this one, will get it going. Sends the ball forward. And Patriots get the ball back and try to send it down the right side, but gets cut off there by the Cougars and sent back down the other way. This was Taylor Rabideau trying to create an offensive opportunity. Keenan sends it back the other way. Emily Sample, who has got her shoe put back on in a timely fashion, has come back to make that defensive play. And here is McDonough, who pushes one forward. You better watch this up there. That thing's going to fall. It's going to fall right in your lap. All right, here's Rabideau. She's going to send one into the box. Douglas comes out, and she and Rao get there about the same time, but Douglas doesn't have any problems with this one. So 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first of 2 overtime sessions. Here's Saltis. Sends one down the right side for Rondo. And we'll watch it go over the end line, and it's going to result in a goal kick for the Cougars. So I'm not sure what happened to number 16, Rachel Knapp. We haven't seen much of her since since early in the first half. I don't know that she got hurt or what the story is, but she's one of their stronger players, and have not seen or heard from her since early in the contest. So here's Rabideau, pushes one wide for Rao. Rao tries to get one by the defense, but you better stop the clock. Can I stop the clock? Thank you. And looks like number 8, Priscilla Coates, is going to draw the yellow card for the hard check on Shaylin Rao. And that's going to send her to the bench and give the Cougars a set piece here from about 25 to 30 yards out. Alrighty. The ball gets nicely served into the box. It was headed there, but once again, Douglas having a little hard time tracking it down. I think Taylor Rabideau was the one who got the head on that ball, but comes all the way back to Douglas, who had a little trouble with it at first, but finally came up with the ball. So here's Gravel trying to push one forward for Rondo. Looks like McDonough's going to be the first to it. She's going to push it wide as Rondo gives chase. McDonough gets it by her and takes it up the field. We'll send it wide. Here's a ball that's pushed back to Tucker, I believe. Oh, and no, that's Sample, and she's going to send it up, but it's going to go out of bounds. So I didn't get a chance to say the 2-minute thing because I forgot all about it. I was watching the play. But anyway, we're inside of a minute to play here in the first overtime session.
Well, you could say 2 minutes now.
I could say 2 minutes was to a minute and a half ago. But that's okay.
2 minutes minus a minute 30.
So we are inside of 30 seconds to go here in the first overtime session. The Cougars with that 1-goal lead. But we will have to play another 10-minute session to decide this contest.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So that will do it for the first 10-minute overtime session here at Northeastern Clinton Central School. Genoa Valley goal with a couple minutes gone in that first overtime session has staked the Cougars to a 2-1 lead with 10 minutes to play. Yeah, she's right there. Alrighty. Here we go, folks, for the final 10 minutes of what's turned out to be a pretty long night here with all the pre-game festivities and a couple of stoppages of play. And so far, 90 minutes of play with another 10 to go. Here's a ball that's sent into the box, but defended there by Coates. And it skips out, not quite out of the box. Here's Matat's going to hook one back in, but Douglas tracks it and picks it up. So the Cougars with the first opportunity here on the just after things get started. And there's Tucker, sends one back. Rao has it, leaves it for Sample. Sample gets it by Rondo. And will look to turn, but then gets the ball taken out of bounds. Matat has it and just boots one into the box. Douglas comes out and picks that one up, and we'll punt it back the other way. A low kick that goes right to right to Matat. Matat tries to get it for Rao. Rao has it hop off her foot and can't catch up to it before it goes out of bounds. So that'll be a goal kick for the Patriots. And once again, that one doesn't go very far, and Patriots going to get called for the foul. So here's an opportunity for the Cougars with a direct kick just outside the box with Michaela McDonough coming up to take this kick. And if I know Michaela, she's probably going to aim this one for the frame. And sure enough, she kicks it high and right at Douglas. Douglas dribbles it and is able to corral a rebound. So McDonough taking one right at the goal, but didn't really have much creativity on that one, and Douglas had it tracked pretty good. Here's LaValle, the goal scorer, and puts it to the wide. Here, Matat tries to kind of one-time that one and catches it a little bit too thin and sends it wide of the frame. So been all Cougars here in the first minute and a half of their two and a half minutes of this second overtime, as the Patriots need to see if they can't really get some offense organized here and get themselves something to even the score up, because playing defense at this point is really not going to do them a whole lot of good, because the only way they're going to come away with a tie or a win here is to put something behind Paola. So they need to really, in my mind, be concentrating more on the offensive end of things. But Coach Bourgeois has been pretty happy to keep a lot of bodies in the box. But I think at some point he's going to have to change his tact a little bit and try to push more for the offensive end of things. So as that being said, looks like the Patriots are starting to apply some pressure here as they get all their defensive players up as well. As we see Logan Snow sneaking up towards the top of the 18. And here's a ball that comes back for Coach. Coach tries to deliver it back in, but Sample knocks it out of bounds. Here's Strong with it. Good play there by Boschman. Matat knocks this one down and still in the box, but McDonough makes a nice move there to clear that ball out as Strong and Saltis were ganging up on her. So the Patriots with an opportunity here on the goal kick with just under 6 minutes to play here in the contest, and that ball comes into the box, and it's played there by number 10 was Courtney Keenan, who scored the Patriots' only goal in the first half, and she got a foot on it but didn't go anywhere near the net, and Cougars relieved the pressure temporarily. But it looks to me like the Patriots are going to put on the offensive pressure as they've got a lot of their players pushed up from the defensive side. Here's Saltis with an opportunity, gets it into the box, plays it to the end line, still has it. McDonough gets bumped off the ball, and the ball goes out of bounds. And the Patriots fans a little angry with that play as McDonough took the Patriot player off the ball, but no call was made, and the Cougars doing what they can to seeing if they can't get this ball back out towards midfield and take some of this pressure off. So here's Strong, puts one into the box. Leduc is there, and this time another Patriot goes down, and here goes the Snow with it. Snow and Gagnon are battling for it. Here comes Rao. She's going to push one long. Coach comes back and makes a defensive play there. She and Rao are battling for it, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot ball. So things have heated up here quite a bit here in the last minute or so. Patriots with the throw in. Here's Matat and Saltis battling. Sample pushes the ball towards the back line, and Snow, who has moved back into her sweeper position, comes up with that play and punches it forward. And we got a stoppage in play, and we're going to get another yellow card issued here. And looks like both Katie Matat and Brianna Savage, who have been battling each other tooth and nail all game long, finally referee Bayshard seen enough of it and has issued a yellow card to both players. So that's a total of 5 yellow cards that I can count here in this game, which is quite a few to be handed out in a girls' game. But the emotions have been running pretty high here this whole contest, and particularly here in the last couple of minutes as the Patriots pressure to get that equalizer.
It's a good thing he brought a lot of yellow cards with him.
I suppose. So, all right, we're gonna we're back on the air, are we, Calvin?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so we're gonna get this going here after the exchange of yellow cards. So the ball at midfield, and Sample pushes this one back away, but Patriots come up with the ball. This is Gravel, and it gets taken away by Tucker. Tucker and Gravel battle for it. Ball goes out of bounds and will go over the end line, and that will be a goal kick for the Cougars. So we've got 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the contest. Cougars with that 2-1 lead and doing the best they can to keep the Patriots from nodding up the score. Here's Gagnon sends one for LaValle, but Snow makes a nice play there and pushes it up, and she will follow the play up as the Patriots need to basically do or die situation here where they need to create a scoring opportunity here in the next 2 minutes, or they're going to go home after a long and soggy night with a on the wrong end of a 2-1 score. Now here's an opportunity by the Cougars. I'm not sure why he did not deem Sierra Gagnon to be offside on that play, but maybe it was because he thought she was on the other side of midfield, but don't really know. Looked like she was a step or two offside, but doesn't really matter. So Gagnon poached one back into to Douglas. As we approach the 2-minute mark of the second overtime.
2 minutes.
All right, Patriots with a throw-in as we're under 2 minutes to play. They need to pull out all the stops here and see if they can't generate an offense, but that whistle is not going to help them as the Patriots get called for the handball.
I hope Jim didn't think I was safe keeping that.
Yeah, well, he put it up here so that nobody would eat it. Is that what he was doing?
I don't know.
Because he's going to come away and he's going to find a couple pieces missing, and I'm going to blame it all on you. Andrea, I saw you eat one too, right? No, was it you? Oh, maybe it was me. That's okay. And there's a whistle on that play.
I have to explain here. Jim Sorrell had a pizza up here, and 2 pieces have disappeared.
2 pieces that disappeared. Did he look like he was a bit dismayed about how many?
It felt kind of light, I think.
Oh, is that right? Is that what he said? Oh, I didn't pay any attention to him. I thought maybe he brought it up here for us to enjoy. All right, here's Matat. Sends one over for LaValle. LaValle pushing one up the right side. This is probably the best way to keep the Patriots from scoring, is to keep the ball down at the attacking end of the field. And that one's going to go out of bounds, and Tucker will probably take her time to get this one thrown back in, as we're about 20 seconds away from the Cougars coming away with a 2-1 overtime victory here. Little ball pops out towards the middle of the field, and this one gets sent forward, but
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So the horn will sound to end 100 minutes of play here at Northeastern Clinton Central School, and after all that, the Cougars come away with a hard-fought and very wet, miserable victory over the Patriots of AuSable Valley here this Wednesday evening. I believe it's still Wednesday if we haven't hit midnight yet. Wednesday evening, October 16th, 2013. That's the way it was from beautiful downtown Champlain, New York. We thank you for watching.